External pressures influence us greatly whether we like to think so or not. They influence the choices we make all throughout our life. These influences can either be positive or negative, but either way they will affect you. There are many sources for external pressures such as family, peer pressure, and role models, but today we will talk about media influence. Media influence is more relevant than ever in today's society. We live in a digital age where everything happens at the click of a button, which means we also have a lot more influence from everything we see in the media. Everyone is exposed to this type of influence, but what is most greatly affecting us today are influences from movies, TV shows, video games, and smartphones. Media influence affects everyone since everyone consumes some type of media, but some more than others. But those most affected by the media's influence today are children and teenagers. They are both highly impressionable and are starting to consume more media than ever, with kids having access to the internet at younger and younger ages. One aspect from where this influence comes from is the world of advertisements. These days, absolutely no one is safe from seeing ads because they are everywhere, either blatantly on billboards and on commercials from programs we watch, or subliminally as we watch a character from our favorite movie drink a can of Coke. All of these advertisements affect us in some way. Although all of this may sound scary, the influences we obtain from today's media aren't all bad and threatening. There can be good influences for us, but there can also be very bad influences in the media. When it comes down to it, there is a variety of positives and negatives that can influence positive and negative decisions we make in our lives today. One negative influence we see from the media is pressure to smoke. Although back in the day ads for cigarettes were a lot more popular than today, we still have a lot of influences to start smoking. Smoking is often portrayed as cool or edgy nowadays in ads or movies and TV shows. This portrayal of smoking will often aid in peer pressure, just making it easier to make the wrong decision. Alcohol is another influence from all different types of media. We see it as very common to be shown in movies or TV shows. The amount of ads you see for alcohol these days are outrageous. Often in these advertisements, TV shows, or movies, drinking alcohol is shown to be fun, relaxing, and helping to have a great time out. The popularity of portraying all types of drugs in movies and TV shows is growing quickly, as showing lots of people at a party smoking marijuana is almost as common as showing people drinking alcohol. Many hard or more serious drugs are seen and portrayed in the media as just fun drugs that all the party kids do, which is an extremely dangerous influence. Violence is another influence that is all around us today. Even though there has been violence among humans before current forms of media came to be, media today is a huge perpetrator of violence for children and teens, being exposed to all types of violence all the time. The celebrity lifestyle of partying, drinking alcohol, smoking, doing drugs, and all sorts of negative influences are always all over social media and television shows. Since many celebrities are glorified and seen as idols, these types of portrayals of their lifestyle are often glorified as well by the people at home. A negative body image is a huge problem for our youth today, having effects on the growing number of people facing bulimia, anorexia, or any types of eating disorders. This has to do with the popularity of TV, movies, and media in general, perpetuating the images of the ideal body. Ads for things like diet pills also contribute to the spread of the concept of an ideal body we must all strive for. Along with just the negative influences media gives us, media itself can be very harmful as it can be very addicting. People basically glued to their phones to just serve as media consuming machines. Because of this, fewer people are getting outside and exercising because they're spending more time on their phones, which means it's easier than ever to become obese. Altogether, these negative influences of media are really terrifying, and the consequences for the negative choices the media helps us to make with its influence can only get worse and worse. All of this is becoming very harmful to today's society, and we really need help to put an end to this. Although the media's influence can be monumental with all the negatives, thankfully it is not all bad. There are many positive sides to our current media. Today's media does affect us in a positive way a lot more than we think it does. But what has really helped us is just how fast everything spreads to everyone nowadays. Many trends on social media get picked up so quickly and spread from one person to millions in just minutes. This means that there is a lot of room for good causes to be shown attention to, like people donating to those in need, being more eco-friendly, etc. Good causes can be spread around and helped out just as quickly and effectively as everything else online. Something that goes hand in hand with the awareness of a good cause is the media bringing attention to all types of social justice problems all around the world and people getting together to help, to protest, to sign petitions, and more. This is so important because it only helps our society become better at fixing its flaws faster. Because of media, many people are seeing so many different aspects of human life and getting knowledge to many different types of cultures and lifestyles all around the world. Many uneducated people are truly becoming aware of the world around them. To me, the spread of some media equals the spread of knowledge. Even though previously I stated how media can be a perpetuator for vices such as drugs, smoking, and alcohol, believe it or not, it can also be a positive influence to make the right choices. This is because nowadays there are many different types of PSAs on TVs and advertisements and online, helping people stay educated and saying no to those vices. So as you can see, the media can contribute to very positive influence for not just the children and teens around the world, but also the adults as well. The media's positive influence can help us do well for good causes, become more aware of the world around us, spread knowledge, and also help us to make the right choices in life. To wrap this all up, the influence our media has nowadays is huge and the biggest it's ever had. It plays such a crucial role in our lives in what kind of choices we make, whether they are positive and help us and the world around us, or whether they are negative and hurt us as a person or as a society.